Man, you know what? I'm a name drop because, I met this nigga, and this a real ass motherfucking nigga. Mm-hmm. And I know he wouldn't give a fuck if I said it. So that's why I'm a name drop.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was on the phone talking to Charlie Murphy this week.
Charlie Murphy.
Yeah. And he said some shit that I just actually agree with. It don't mean that I hate these people, because I don't. Because they are me. Mm-hmm. But he said, damn, I don't know if I should say it like that. But fuck it. That nigga, you know that nigga better than me. He don't give a fuck.
That's Dominic, man. He stand on what he say.
He stand on that 100%. Shit. This is what he said, and I agree. He said that the black woman is assisting the white man in bringing down the community. And I agree with that. Because for every case you put on the father of your child, you only take more power away from his ability to get shit done in this world. And if you know how many black women have cases that are based on money against the father of their child, how the fuck can you be out here talking shit about what's going on and you part of the white man's game to fuck the whole community up because everybody got a fucking case because they had a child?
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard Corey Holcomb of the 5150 show and his segment about how black women contribute to the detriment of the black community. Now, I have a problem with that context. I have a problem with that context solely because in the community, we don't like to take sexual accountability whatsoever. You heard the segment. You heard the talking points. Now, honestly, I don't have a problem with Corey Holcomb because Corey Holcomb has called out Tommy Sotomayor on his crap, and which I applaud him for that, And that was a crazy roast that he done on him, but I'm not here for that. I'm here to speak on this context that he's putting out on the airwaves, which is very dangerous because he's on a bigger platform than those of us on YouTube. Now, with this context is that we don't like to take sexual accountability in the community. I mean, you see these arguments about black men not being there for the child, which you just heard in his segment, and you also see on the other spectrum that that black women don't let the men of our community look, be the caretaker at times for a child. They will, do a prevention clause to make sure that the male doesn't see his son, daughter, or whoever. Now, this is where the sexual accountability comes in because, for one, why in most cases are we even looking forward to having a dysfunctional relationship as far as the the whole thing with the baby mama, the baby daddy stuff? Now, I was on Instagram and I seen an interesting comment. Well, it's not really interesting, it's very a simpleton will say it. Now, this guy goes on and say, well, I'm glad I don't have any kids because I don't have to pay child support. Now, why are you even thinking in that mind frame to begin with? Why don't you instead think in the mind frame of, well, I'm going to be there for my children, provide for my children, and make sure that they get a great education and have a successful career, or have the knowledge to to possess what I'm passing down to them. No, we don't do that. We always look at the negativity, the more detrimental things to our community. Because for one, when it comes to sexual partners, many of us are not perceptive when it comes to sexual partners. Only thing that we're thinking about is getting what the other sex has that we don't have. That's the first thing that we think about. We don't take any sexual accountability as far as, what is this man's what's this man's goal in, such years, or what type of person is he, or, what is this woman's goal in such and such years, and what type of woman is she in actuality? No, we don't do that. We make these beta assumptions, these beta arguments, and these beta arguments fall under, negativity, passive, being a follower, someone that keeps secrets, wanting to be perfect, belittles people, jealousy, gets treated like crap, poor eye contact, such things like that. Even, feeling unworthy at times and feel like that they're too nice at times. And these are the characteristics that you actually see on YouTube. When it comes to these black male, black women, female, or woman, because I know how some of you are with this labeling. But this is what you see. See these characteristics. The very emotional characteristic. Afraid of the opposite sex. These are more specifically beta male arguments. And this is the problem with you brothers out here. Like, you don't know how to tame your sexuality. There's a difference between having a healthy sexual appetite and being some type of sexual monster. There's a huge difference. Most guys that have a sexual appetite can actually be much more perceptive of their partner. Unlike someone that's just a sexual monster. Most of you guys, when you're sexual monsters, you talk about, this and that about, women as far as on the pleasurable side, but you don't have a great perception of seeing the type of person they actually are, and this is why you get hurt. This is why most of you get hurt out here. And then you cry, then you eventually have the kid, and get the child support slapped on you, and you're going around complaining about it, which I don't understand that. Why are you complaining about it? You should have took accountability for the person that you're laying down with. It's just simple. It's just common sense has become a thing of the past among us. It really has. It's become a thing of the past among us. It's like common sense is a secondhand thing. This is why you see guys like Kevin Gates, who's perceived as some type of smart Negro when he's in actuality the smart dumb Negro, who's actually just saying things that are common sense. And how many times do you see under the comment section, whether it's Instagram or any other social media platform, it's like, yeah, you telling the truth. You telling the truth. You telling the truth. No, it's just common sense. It's not being the truth or whether it's being false. Some of the things that he says is common sense, and some of the things he just says it's not common sense. Sexual accountability should be, something that's top tier when we look for a partner. It should be one of the most valued things when you're looking for a partner, rather than, whether she got a big booty, or she has big breasts, or she got big lips, or for some of you color-struck Negroes out there, whether she's light-skinned with long hair and things of that nature, with the hazel eyes, because I know you color-struck Negroes, y'all like that. Y'all really like that. And actually that ties in to sexual accountability also, but I won't go into that. That's a whole different video. But sexual accountability has become a thing of the past in the black community. This is why you see a lot of beta males, because we don't get the alpha male has took the back seat in the black community. And this is why you don't see these alpha children walking around. This is why you see these children with their heads down, looking like they have no confidence, because when it comes to sexual accountability and you create a child out of irresponsibility, and then both parents are in the household, there are characteristics that child is going to take. And if one parent's in the household, that child's going to most likely take that parent's characteristics, whether it's mother or father. I'm not saying that single parent households or dual parent households are the best environment. Well, they are the best environment, but they aren't always the best environment. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they're always the best environment, because I know people that have been raised out of dual parent households and turned out to be buck wild. And most of this is due to characteristics. And this is just something that we don't value in our community. Sexual accountability. We just like to point the finger at one another and let it be that. Once we point the finger, the argument commences continuously. We don't come to a solution of whether, like, yeah, I should have done this, or yeah, I should have done this, or I should have done that. And like, me too, yeah, I should have done this and I should have done that. No, it's just you. And I find that very ironic that we live in a me generation where stuff is solely on just the individual, especially with black folks. We live in this me generation, but when stuff turns, to the bad part, we won't want to blame everybody else for the problem. It's me at first, but then when the stuff goes left, we want to blame one another. Oh man, the falling part of the black community because of the black woman. You old Negroes. Like I said, it's you late baby boomers and Gen Xers that mostly make these arguments. Fall of the black community because they eat black women. Oh, man. Yeah, this is King Narrative. I'm out.